We'll never see another bond market like we did. It's amazing to me how well the bond market performed from 1982 to 2011. All right? Think about it, man. You could have bought a 30-year treasuries in 1982 at 15 and a quarter, guaranteed by the federal government. 15 and a quarter. That was, if you would have held that 30-year bond, you're making 15.25% with no risk at all. I can't remember, are treasury bonds free from state taxes? For some reason I think they are, but check my thinking. No risk at all, 15.25% a year, guaranteed rate of return. Tell me that's for 30 years. Tell me that's not nuts. You're never going to see that again. And this is why I've been telling people all the time, dude, why is this traffic? Just go. Anyway, that's what I tell people all the time. I was like, man, if you're using historical numbers on bonds, I don't know what the hell you're thinking. Like, who was I talking to yesterday? I was talking to somebody. T-Rowe, he works with T-Rowe Price. I like T-Rowe Price, but they're using historical rates of return on his projections. And I said, I've been a year or so ago, but I talked to a guy I know at Vanguard, maybe 2 years now, and he was using, they use historical rates of return too on their projections. I don't get that, because then you got to say the rates of return on the bond market, that 30-year time frame was 1 in a million, man. You're never going to see that again. And so you got to completely discount that. I mean, you really have to, you're never going to see it. It's never going to happen again. Literally anything could happen, I grant you, but it's never going to happen over your retirement. It just won't. And as such, you have to get rid of the idea of bonds, like a historical rate of return on bonds. You just got to throw that out, because you're never going to get that 30-year time frame again, ever. And I'm even going to go and argue you're never really going to get that 20-year time frame from 82 to 99 again either for the stocks. You're just never going to see that again. And so you're going to have, the bond market, I mean, literally averaging 15 and a quarter. Now it's 30-year bond, I grant you, but still. For that 30-year time frame, if you take that out, what has the bond market done on average? I don't know off the top of my head. I'll double check when I get home. But you're just like, dude, I'm never going to see that again, ever. It'll never be like that, not even close. So if you're using a historical rate of bonds at, I'll say 5.5, 6, I guess even 6, some people do. You're basing that with a significant time of bonds, 30-year time frame, paying 15% on a 30-year. You can't do that. So what do you do instead? Yeah, I'm using a 3%. I mean, after the end of this year, I'll adjust it. My right capital, I think I'm still using 2.5. I can't remember, but I'll adjust that to 3, because the 10-year Treasury now is yielding well above 3. Anyway. But you got to adjust it down, I'd say, by even half. So if you look at the bond market rates of return historically, reduce that by half, in my opinion. Now, stock market is different. Stock market are based on earnings growth year over year and dividend yields, but the dividend yields is incredibly low. And earnings growth year over year, as interest rates rise, that does impact earnings. That's just a fact. So now, that if with companies that got tons of cash on the side, they're going to be, they'll make a little bit more bang for the buck on their cash, but they're also going to pay a whole lot more, and a lot of companies can pay a whole lot more in interest. Anyway, so you're never going to see this again on the bond market. So you're just going to have to make do with less in retirement. And again, I'm going to crunch some numbers on that to see what it looks like when you factor in the retirement spend. I hate to say retirement spending smile, because I don't even like that terminology, the retirement spending fish hook, if you will. I'll do, Chattanooga. Where's the Chattanooga Stadium? I've yet to go see Chattanooga Stadium. I already dropped by it. I think it's coming up here. Anyway, I've yet to go see the Chattanooga Lookouts. One of these days I'm going to get up here, though, man, because I've always wanted to see Chattanooga Lookouts. I love Chattanooga. Chattanooga kicks ass. University of Tennessee, Chattanooga here. Chattanooga Lookouts are here. I don't think they got a hockey team, but it's still, within spitting distance of Atlanta. If you can ever make it home. All right, I'm just thinking out loud while I'm driving. We'll see you. But where is the stadium? I think it's right up. Let's see if you can't. I think it's right over. See if you can't see my fingers. I think it's right over there, actually. Let's see. I'm gonna let you guys hang tight with me while we drive. I think it's right over here. I'm looking to the left right now, and I don't see the stadium. Let's keep looking, shall we? Let's keep looking, shall we? And I don't think they got a new stadium. I think it is. So when you're looking for stadiums, you want to look for the lights, because that's usually the first thing you see is the lights on the stadium. Oh, no, that's not a light. That's a cell phone tower. All right. I'm looking to the left. You all can't see what I'm looking at. So you want to see the lights so they can light the stadium up at night for night games. I'm not seeing anything over there. Yeah, I think it's coming up here. There's another cell phone tower. Right over here to the right, I'm almost positive. I can't see it. Chattanooga choo-choo. Chattanooga choo-choo. Did I ever tell you that I interviewed a CPA firm up here that needed a financial advisor? And I drove up here. I could not believe I did not get the job. I could not believe it. I'm not sure who they hired, to be honest with you, but I was stunned. I was like, dude, I got this. It's easy. And when I did not get the job, I was like, what? I'll never forget that. I mean, not that I'm trying to be confident or cocky, I should say, but I was like, dude, I killed this. I worked in their firm, but I think they wanted somebody to bring a book of business with them, and I've always hated that. Because if you're working for a firm like USAA or something like that, your clients are USAAs. They're not yours, man. And I never liked the idea that I'm going to go work for a firm. They're going to give me a bunch of clients, and I'm going to try to take them when I leave that firm. That never sat well with me. Now, I know people have done, I get it, things happen, but just anyway, point being is, I told these guys I was not, I still have another cell phone. I guess I don't know where the stadium's at. Could have sworn it's over here on the right. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, and I told him, I said, yeah, I'm not bringing any clients over. If someone wants to follow me, no one can, you can't. If someone wants to follow me here, that's fine. But I was like, dude, you give me a list of people to contact from your CPA firm. I'm going to contact these people, and I'm going to freaking make them clients who would pay. And then when they didn't hire me, I was like, you got to be kidding me. I said, are you really thinking you're going to get a guy who's already an established practice, who's going to bring his client base over to you in a small CPA firm that's just starting off a, quote, wealth management practice, unquote? I said, you're crazy, man, because, no one's going to, someone obviously did it, but I was like, they're not going to be the extent of my capabilities. Yeah, it just passed a sign for Lee University. Dude, Cleveland, Tennessee kicks ass, too. I love it up here, man. Winchester, Cleveland, here's Chattanooga. I'm not going to take the phone off so you can't see the downtown area. This whole area just kicks ass, my friends. I love it. It's like perfect. No, it's not on the water, but you don't want it on the water after seeing those hurricanes, that's for sure. If you want to go on the water, rent a place, you know what I'm saying? But my goodness, I love it. I always think with Shar, and that's my wife, Shar, I call her Shar. Like, do we want to buy a house up in New Hampshire or Maine or something like that when we retire? And Snowbird, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. The cold, even today when I went out of the hotel, I went in the car, I was like, brr, cold, man, cold. I just don't know if I have it. But probably what we'll do is we'll, get a house around here, in Virginia, Tennessee, or probably won't be Georgia, but Virginia or Tennessee, and then summer in Maine or New Hampshire or something like that. I don't know, we'll figure it out, but it's always fun to think about. I guess I miss the stadium. I'm not sure why that is. Huh. I've never been there. It's October now. Baseball's almost, minor league baseball's over. Dagnabbit. This thing got to take a lead. We were going to go to a game up here about a month ago, but then forgot why we didn't go. Am I actually driving above 55? Yes, I am. Holy smokes. Holy schmokelies, everybody. We're moving. You can't believe it. Now, what else do we want to talk about? There's Atlanta. Going to go to Atlanta, 75 South. Yes, I am. We're going to go to Atlanta, like Sherman. We're going to burn the fields. Listen to a guy today, yesterday at the Self-Reliance Festival, talked about, you put some nitrogen fixers in front of your fruit trees. That way, basically, people don't know they have fruit trees in case, you're in a survival situation and preps and whatnot. He says, so basically he gave the example of Sherman marching to Atlanta, and the Northern Army overlooked a lot of food things because they had no clue what, like, I forgot what he says. There was some kind of nut, and there was some kind of bean or some kind of nut in the South that the Northerners had never heard of and didn't know what it was. And so they didn't burn it because they had no idea what that fruit or vegetable was. I forgot what it was, some kind of nut. Anyway, and then another guy was saying, yeah, and then not only that, but what happened was they had all these orchards that were hidden behind nitrogen fixers like bushes and shrubs and whatnot. And over here then, I guess. And he says, so Sherman, they still left a lot of food available for the Southerners because they were ignorant about all the food sources that the Southerners had. And again, it was going back to that book, Ersatz and the Confederacy. And ersatz means scarcity. All right, dude. Why are you in the left lane? Am I whining? Yes, I am. You're like, less whining. Less whining and running for office. You need to do more working and less whining. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, put it in the show notes. If anyone's listening, probably not. But anyway, so going back to ersatz and the Confederacy, they had to make do with less, and the way they did with substitution effect. Dude, why are you okay? The substitution effect is I'm not going to have a coffee, so I'm going to. What is going on, man? Okay, this is exit only. Why would this be exit only? So substitution effect is I don't have a coffee, so we're going to use chestnuts or whatever it is. I don't know if chestnuts. Anyway, point being was they were able to survive. It wasn't great, but they were able to get it done with using other products for goods that they wanted to consume. Again, it wasn't great, but they got by. If they can get by during the Civil War, you can get by. That's the thing, man. People are very resilient. I remember that when I went to Ranger School, and again, I did not make it. I ran. I made it halfway. But I'll never forget, I said, there's no way I'm going to be able to only eat one meal a day or whatever the hell it was and sleep 3 hours a day, and yet you did it. It's crazy. Crazy. People are a lot more tough when needs be. That's why all these people are like, oh no, I see more. Not more trafico. The resiliency of the human being, when it hits the fan, people are resilient, man. They don't just sit there and suck their thumbs. All right, dude, Honda, you got to get the hell over, man, because you are running slow, and I've been running slow for about 4 hours now, and I'm not trying to run slow anymore, so get on over. Get on, not this guy, the Honda CRV in front of him. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Anyway, so the humanity is resilient. Even though snowflake, I get all that. I'm just telling you right now, man, the people, when they're called to it, are going to be a lot tougher than you think. Hey, guys, getting over, what do you know? And that's another reason I have no fear of the future. Like, I always have fear that I'm not going to be able to pay my mortgage. You know what I'm saying? But I have fear like, oh my goodness, we're all going to die because of the commies or the EMP or freaking Antifa, or that we're going to run out of food. And where's the evidence of that happening? Did people survive World War II? Yeah, I read passages of that book, Savage Continent. Savage Continent. I forgot the name of the guy who wrote that book. Great book. It's horrible. Talk about how women had to prostitute themselves for the German soldiers, or then the commie soldiers, and even American soldiers to get food whenever who was occupying. You know what I'm saying? Horrible. Sucks. But I mean, that's what they had to do. Freaking war sucks, dude. You know what I'm saying? And then, so they survived. It's horrible. But, I don't wish that on my worst enemy. But, people survive. They do what they got to do to make it by. And then, like I said, Civil War. I mean, people didn't just suck their thumb and die. I mean, I'm sure some did. But people survived. Now, a lot of people died from dysentery or whatever it's called when you got diarrhea, you know what I'm saying, because your water is spoiled. Obviously, people did die from starvation. Dude, you got to get over it, man. Look, I've been going, why are people I must be an invisible car here today, because everyone is like, I'm Pokemon, I like to go slow in the left lane. I don't want to go fast because I'd be ashamed. I'm like, dude, get over. Anyway, so people are very, very resilient. And then going back to Carrie Meyer's book, Day on the Family Farm, we remember the people who actually went bankrupt, the farmers, and very few did, relative to the farming population as a whole, but the farmers went bankrupt, the ones who had debt. It's shocking, right? So you don't have debt, you don't go bankrupt. Again, by and large. Obviously, there's an exception to every rule, but the facts are, if you don't have debt, you won't go bankrupt, because you can't go bankrupt if you don't owe anybody anything. Bankruptcy is your inability to pay your debts. And I do not know why this friggin' GMC Yukon just refuses to get the hell out of the way. Come on, man. All right, dudes, I'm going to get out of here because I'm about to flip my lid. I'm literally not going to flip my lid. I don't yell at people or cuss people off. And it's like frustrating when I'm like, dude, get over. But I don't ever flip people off. Don't ever high beam people. There's no reason to do that, my friends. My wife used to do that on occasion. I said, no, don't do that. You don't know who the other guy is on the other side of the car. You don't know what's going on. Just, grin and bear it. That's what I do. And I don't ride up on people. I think it's stupid, but I am going to if this guy doesn't get over now, I'm going to go to the right. If he gets up enough where I can get him on the right-hand side. I don't like passing on the right, but I will do it if I got to. And I think I might have to here. Yes, I am. All right. Because that guy, he ain't trying to get over, and I'm trying to get around him. There you go. Move on over, Rover. Ain't that hard. Jeez Louise and blue cheese. He's still in the left lane. Damn. What's wrong with people? I mean, look, if you're not passing people, get over. And if people are passing you on the right, that means it's time for you to get over. Driving practices of people drive me up the wall. So let's see what this guy. Yeah, another guy's passing him on the right, but this guy's gonna be, man. If you're gonna, no, that's a Honda CR-V. What are you doing back there? Now you're going fast. Oh boy. No, not the Honda CR-V. No, oh my god, the guy just passed. I was swerving McGee. Oh, on the rumble strip, the CR-V who was in the left lane holding up traffic is now passing him on the far right lane. The best practice, just real quick, best practices on driving, get over when you're done passing people. And if people are obviously passing on the right-hand lane, get over. I know it's crazy. Get over. Look, I'm going 80 miles an hour. The speed limit is 70 here. No big, maybe it's even 75. No big deal. It's not like I'm going a freaking 100 miles an hour, dudes. You know what I'm saying? But if people going 10 miles over the speed limit are passing on the right, you are wrong. That's all there is to it. All right, enough rambling from me. I go back to listen. Who was I listening to? Finn McKenty, Punk Rock NBA. Listen to him talk about pop music for metalheads. I was like, okay, I'll be interested in that. Pop music for metalheads. He's talking about how some of the lyrics on pop music can be pretty deep. That's a pretty good video. I don't like the music. I actually find it literally. What would I rather hear than that kind of crap? I'm not sure. But I would rather have the Baltimore Ravens, the Steelers, beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship than having to listen to pop music. Pop music is horrible. Now I get the lyrics that he was talking about were actually they weren't just, "Hi boyfriend, But now they're trying to be all crude and everything. I don't like that crap, dude. It's like, look, I get it because I listen to metal and hardcore, which the lyrics are just... I will give the pop music people credit. They're writing better lyrics than a lot of metal, hardcore, punk rock lyrics are. That's just a fact. All right, so pop, I mean, because a lot of the metal lyrics are just so freaking stupid. If I hear it one more time, yourself on the shelf to make that rhyme, or yourself and everybody else to make that rhyme, I'm like, man, you got to come up with some different, I mean, that must have been, both those things, those rhymes have been used so many times to Sunday, man. I was listening to some guy, and I forgot who it was, but he did a rhyme that wasn't yourself and shelf or else, but I was like, damn, it was like else or shelf, or not shelf, but else or yourself, and he rhymed it with something. I was like, whoa, that was actually it was a really good piece of lyric, and I was like, damn, I forgot what it was. Like, that was actually really good. I like good lyrics. Oh boy, I see some brake lights up there. Now I got Lexus who says, I'm not gonna go fast, I'm gonna go slow so old Uncle Josh can get mad at me. Yeah, I got you, baby. But we'll pass you on the right-hand side. I got to find Route 20 is what I'm looking for to get back home. And I think that's in about another 15 miles or so, Route 20. Well, we got all right. Georgia Tech, man. GT. Went up to Pitt, number 24 of the nation. They beat them. Even though they just fired their head coach. Not too shabby, if you ask me, everybody. Not too shabby at all. All right, what's going on here, people? Everybody, get on over. Old Uncle Josh is coming through. Coming through. All right, I'm out. See you.